BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I'm happy to be here with you today to speak Ojibwe and learn about the language and culture. BOOZHOO, and welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture.
BOOZHOO! Welcome back to the show. Just thought I'd step outside, say BOOZHOO to the Mungishimo sunset. It's starting to get a little cool here at night. You can tell it's gonna be fall soon. It's gonna be autumn. We're coming up on, didn't I make a word? Actually, let me start with this. Mino onakoshin gakina awiya. Good evening, everybody. Mino onakoshin. How you doing? Good evening, everybody. And tonight, I just wanted to share some songs we've been recording. Maybe teach a couple of Ojibwe words. I don't know. We're actually supposed to be recording some videos for KAXE Community Radio. NANABOOZHOO and I, for a couple of years now, we've been doing the Ojibwe Word of the Day on the radio. We have a radio show. And just starting last month, we started recording videos for the radio station's website. And same thing, you know. And I was thinking, yeah, I should really do that tonight. But then I got out here and I'm like, you know what? I kind of feel like just doing a live stream. I'll go back in the house and we'll see NANABOOZHOO in a minute. But Mungishimo is the sunset. And actually, you know, before we get started, I should say a little prayer. I should put a little tobacco. Asema. Tobacco. Great Spirit, accept my tobacco. Kitchimanadu, Otapanan, Niwi Asema. Great Spirit, please help me to speak well tonight. Kitchimanadu, Tagawi Tukawishan, Ando Minaway, Dibakak. Yishi Dibakak. Thank you for my life. Miigwech niwi bamarizayan. And thank you for listening. Miigwech gabizandawiyeg. Amen. Ape inge. Now I'm all set. So here's a song that we wrote. Actually, Michael wrote it. And it's called No Time. We got no time, man. The sun's going down. No time, don't know why. I got no time, you don't know why. I don't know why, but I don't feel right. I don't feel way. Today, I don't feel the same way today.
Do you really like
North Dakota,
Would you rather live in
Minnesota,
the days are short and the
nights are colder.
she doesn't know because
I never told her,
no time.
I don't know why.
I got no time.
You don't know why.
I don't know why. I don't
Feel right,
I don't
feel right,
I don't
feel the same way today. I don't feel the same way today.
put you on.
Pedestal, put you up, let me down, leave this town. Maybe you heard I was rolling. She doesn't know and I never told her. I don't know why.
I got no time.
You don't know why.
I don't know why.
I don't feel right. I don't feel right. No, I don't feel the same way today. I don't feel the same way today. No time. Oh, we're so busy all the time. Got no time. No time to listen to music. No time to stop and smell the roses. Oh, I'm so busy. Okay, I thought it was a little quiet out here. So yeah, how you guys doing? How's it going, Wisani? Mino Onagoshin. Good evening. And Wally Bear is here. Bonjour, DG. What's going on, my brother? Daniel Black. Daniel Lesage Black. Oh, I'm so special I got 3 names. No. Good to see you, Daniel. And John Redcorn here. Do not watch 2 dogs get stuck together. That's how you get pink eye. That reminds me of a joke. Back in the days of the grandfathers, there was a famous medicine man who gave out a lot of names. He named most of the people. By this time he was an elder and he had named so many of the... He was an old Dakota guy. And in the old days, Dakota people had really interesting names like Soaring Eagle and, walks over ice, dances with wolves, that kind of stuff. So the day came, little grandson goes up to his grandpa and says, "Grandpa, you named so many of the people here. How did you come up with the ideas for their names?" And he said, "Well, grandson, You know, it's like I have a vision. When the baby's born, after the people have given me tobacco, and they've asked me to name their child, I'll go into the sweat, and when I come out, the first thing I see, I will name the baby that. Like, look at that guy over there. His name is Walking Bear. When I came out, I saw a bear walking across the road. And so I said, oh, his name will be Walking Bear. Over there, you'll see Soaring Eagle. Soaring Eagle was a vision I had when I saw an eagle soaring. And he looks at his grandson and he says, why do you ask? Two dogs sniffing each other's butts. Two dogs sniffing each other's butts. That was his Indian name. No, I didn't do the dirty version. Okay, you guys, I know you know the joke, but it's a kid's show. Anyway, yeah. Hey, you kids, keep it down. I'm trying to do a podcast. Don't you know I got important work to do here? Anyway, today's Ojibwe phrase of the day. BOOZHOO! How you guys doing? Today, what day bugga Jesus? It's gonna be September soon. What day bugga Jesus? What day bugga means there are bright leaves. And they call this time of year the bright leaves moon. Because it's, you know, when the leaves change color. You know, they're all green all summer long. And then, before they fall, they change colors into yellow and red and what have you. What day bugga Jesus? The bright leaves moon. Or September. We might have to do that for the, radio show. September. What day bugga Jesus? And I'm ready. I don't care. I guess I don't really like summer that much. I mean, I like not complaining about the cold, but otherwise, I don't really do anything summery. I don't really like, you know, I mean, except for coming down the lake once in a while. I don't fish anymore. I don't swim. I don't ride motorcycle or anything like that. And half the time, you know, it's so hot in the summer, I just sit indoors and nap. So I'm ready for it to be autumn. What day bugga Jesus? Was that Nessie that was behind you? You mean the Loch Ness Monster? Yeah, I think it was. When I was a little girl, they said there was a monster in Cabacona Lake. They called it the Cabacona Creature. And then my grandpa was like, that's just a muskie. This lake gets musky once in a while. They saw a muskie. You know, the superstitious people. Oh, it's a Cabacona Creature. Gabecona. Gabecana. Gabecona, I guess. Where I grew up, the lake was called Cabacona Lake. K-A-B-E-K-O-N-A. Cabacona. And everyone's like, wow, that sure sounds like an Ojibwe. What's that mean? And you go, I don't know what that word is. Finally, I looked it up. Gabe means, with a G, Gabe means the whole extent of something. Gabe. And kana is a trail or the path or something. Gabekana, they say Cabacona means end of the trail or end of the road or the destination. Whoa, what just happened out here? I better go back. But yeah, gonna. Anyway, I'm gonna go home. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, BOOZHOO. Hi, sweetie. Hey, what are you doing? I was just out with the BOOZHOO crew watching the sunset. Oh, really? How is it? It's pretty, but it reset itself to about 20 minutes ago. Oh, that's so weird when that happens. I know. Ugh. But, can you, pick me up? Yeah, sure. Let me lock in on those coordinates. All right. All right, that's 1 to teleport. Make it so, number 1. No. Hey, there she is. Well, hi. How you doing? Oh, pretty good. See, did you say a prayer and put out your tobacco? Yep. You know what we didn't do this morning? What's that? We didn't talk about any of the stuff that we said we were going to talk about on the title. Yeah. Didn't we call this morning show something like Sacred Ojibwe Teachings and the Sacred Medicine Wheel, you know? Yeah, I thought we were going to be talking about like traditional teachings and stuff. And we got totally sidetracked with our that one troll. Yeah, I just ended up chewing out. You want me to talk about the medicine wheel? Oh, you can talk about whatever you want, but I just thought you should know that. The medicine wheel, yeah, I'll mention something about it. Mushkiki de Tibisade. Mushkiki is a medicine, like in your black medicine water. You're drinking coffee this late? It's decaf. Oh, really? Yeah, it's a gross instant decaf. I just wanted something to sip on, but I didn't want to have a bunch of... I mean, like, what's the point, I guess, to see a sip on it? But yeah, it's decaf. Folgers decaf with Folgers crystals. Oh, how about that? Yeah. But if you really wanted it to wake you up, they'd put it with Folgers crystal meth. Yeah. I shouldn't joke. Mino orokoshin kakina awiya. Good evening, everybody. And today I want to talk about the medicine wheel. Mushkiki de Tibisade is it's a symbol that really represents a lot of things, huh, sweetie? It really does. So many things in nature are broken up into 4s. You get your 4 seasons, like we're entering autumn. I also gave the Ojibwe word for September. Oh, what te bugagizas? Yep. Oh, thank you. Sure. And it also symbolizes like the 4 directions, north, east, south, and west. It symbolizes the 4 races, Anishinaabe, Asian, African, and Chimokaman. and Wabishki, Winini, the white man. But what else does it do? There's the 4 states of being. Yep, the 4 states of being. You know, your mental, spiritual, emotional, and physical. It's the 4 elements: earth, wind, fire, and water. And, well, I guess I thought we would like do some inventory check-in. You know, how you doing physically, mentally, that kind of stuff. But no, I'm not really feeling it. That's cool. Anyway, so that's what we didn't talk about today. No. Daniel says Nessie doesn't exist. Oh, really? Are you so certain? Nessie, I bet you don't believe in Bigfoot. He doesn't believe in Bigfoot? Well, he doesn't believe in the Loch Ness Monster. Usually people believe in Bigfoot, believe in everything. Yeah, it's true. Oh, Bigfoot's real. And yeah, so was the Loch Ness Monster. Aliens. Time travel. Santa Claus, all of it is actually real. I want to go back to kindergarten and like tell all the kids that Santa Claus is fake. Why? Because then I just want to hear like a 5-year-old go, "What, are you a conspiracy theorist?" I say, "No, it's true. They lied about Santa Claus. He's not even real. That's a psychological operation. You know, don't believe the man." And the kid goes, "No, Santa Claus is real. My parents wouldn't lie to me." I go, "Yep, yeah, they would. They also said your artwork was good, and they hung it on the fridge. If they really thought it was good, they put a frame around it. Think about that. Your parents are liars, children. Liars!" Hey! Don't tell the kids the parents are liars. Well, they are. You can't draw. No, just kidding. You talked about Sir F being Nathan. Yeah. I spent too much time chewing him out. But Daniel says, "Bumma pee, you guys. It's late here. Need to sleep." You know what, Daniel? I'm glad you said that. Well, wishamo. Go to bed. You got to get your beauty sleep. You know how you are when you don't get enough sleep. You get the dark rings around your eyes. You get real crabby. Start snapping at everybody. Go drink some warm milk. Brush your teeth. Grab a book. You don't leave your phone. You don't have to be reading on your phone right before you fall asleep. It's a terrible habit. Be old style. Bring in a book that's really boring. It'll put you to sleep right away. And good night. Mino Dibekad. Wishimo, go to bed. Because tomorrow you can Onishka. Hey, you know what we can do? What's that? Sometimes people wonder. Here's a little backstory. The whole kind of reason we're doing this show live and why NanaBOOZHOO and I come up here and pronounce the words is that this show actually started with Michael Lyons. Hey, Michael, why don't you say hi? Hey, BOOZHOO, everyone. Michael Lyons, you guys. Michael Lyons started out drawing cartoons with the Ojibwe word of the day. And people were like, "Hey, that's cool. You know, your cartoons, they're on the walls all over this place." But they were like, "Hey, how do you pronounce those words? Can you get on Facebook and pronounce it for us?" And so we decided, well, why don't we get up there and we'll pronounce it. But if you'd like to learn, there's a good Mazina gun that Michael just released called Ojibwe Words and Phrases. And tonight, what I would like to do is look at one of the pages in this book. Hey, look, it's me. Hey, that's the wrong page. I wonder if this is it. Yeah, here we go. This is the double vowel chart. This is what the whole page looks like. There's NanaBOOZHOO. Oh, he's handsome. Yeah. So, in the Ojibwe language, there's a couple of basic weird rules. I'm going to try to make this as big as possible. So you'll see like ZH. And in English, there's not a whole lot of ZH words. It's just like BOOZHOO, or like in measure. A sounds like the in sun. And that would be like, what's the word with in it? I don't know. But two A's sound like in father. One I is just like in English, like in sit. Two I's sound like E. Think about we, like the little thing you play on the TV. Or me, gwetch. That has two I's, me, gwetch. O's always sound like O and go. That's why in Ojibwe, we call it Ojibwe and not Ojibwe. Although some people call it Ojibwe, huh? Yeah. And then 2 O's are oo in food, and 1 E is a, like in stay. And again, like in the word Ojibwe, that's OJIBW, whatever. And these have been your helpful Ojibwe language lesson. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Onishka, get up! Everybody's gonna move their feet. Wawishimo, go to bed. Everybody's gonna leave their seat. You wanna get up here and talk on your own show? Yeah. I'm in no rush. Can I tell the story about Always on My Mind? Yeah. Here's a song. I'm gonna let Nanaboozhoo talk. Here's a song. It was my grandmother's favorite song. And it's by, I first heard this by Elvis Presley when I was a little girl. But it's a Willie Nelson song. And it was the Willie Nelson version that my grandmother liked. But it's a song called Always on My Mind. Famous song. But the story behind it for my grandmother is that my grandpa had to go away to war for 3 years when they first got together. They got together one summer and then boom, he was gone for 3 years. And she didn't hear much from him. My dad was 3 years old before he ever saw his dad for the first time. And she never quite told me this part of the story, but I imagine that there was a conversation at some point when my grandpa came back. And he was like, I'm sorry. I know I've been away, fighting in a war. And I should have written more. And I didn't, But I want you to know you were always on my mind. And so this is a song we recorded, Nanaboozhoo and me and Michael. It's an old Willie Nelson called Always on My Mind. Miigwech bizadawieg. Thank you for listening.
Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. And if I made you feel second best, girl, I'm sorry I was blind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely nights. And I guess I never told you that I'm so happy that you're mine. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. But you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Tell me that your sweet love hasn't died. And give me one more chance to keep you satisfied. I'll keep you satisfied. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. You were always on my mind. You were always always on my mind.
You are always on my mind, sweetie.
Ah.
Okay, hey, bonjour, everybody. How you doing? Mino onagoshin. Gakina awiya. Good evening, everybody. Get up. Which one is it, sweetie?
There it is.
Mino onagoshin. Gakina awiya. Good evening. So, yeah, we gotta record those videos.
What words do you want to do?
Well, we could just redo. I could do a little talk on September, the word for September.
And we could do a like sunrise.
Sunrise in September.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Let's see who's here. Hey, Brian Mader's back, sweetie.
No way.
Bonjour, Brian. Nice to see you. You okay?
Yeah, just coughing.
Yeah, that's an interesting cough. She's got the COVID, you guys.
Don't say that.
Why don't you put on a mask?
Oh, that's so 2020.
Yeah, here's 2020. Mask. I saw an old guy. I think it was Mr. Evenmo.
Really?
Yeah. I was in a store today, and I was in Walmart. And I saw what looked like my high school basketball coach. He's an old man now. And looked like him from behind, but then there was a guy wearing a mask. He was the only one in all of Walmart wearing a mask. And I kind of ducked behind I was afraid he might see me. I don't want him to yell at me, making me do a lap around the store or something. Yeah. Let's see who else here. MJ is here, sweetie.
Michael Jackson?
No, just MJ from New Brunswick.
Well, bonjour, MJ.
Bonjour, MJ. Welcome back to the show. Nice to see you. And Rebel with a Cause. Blah, blah, blah. Well said, Rebel. Rebel with a Cause is here, sweetie.
Blah, blah, blah. Rebel with a cause.
Blah, blah, blah. This is me. This is you. Blah, blah, blah. NANABOOZHOO. Yeah. People are sick of the show.
Yeah, they are.
They tune in and go, oh, again with this Ojibwe language. The guy he's a one-note musician. Sorry, all right? I don't have more songs and jokes for you. It's late. All I have are my words. All I have are my Ojibwe words, sweetie. And I just want to teach them, share them with the people. Is that so wrong?
Nah, it's a little wrong.
Hey, John Redcorn's here, sweetie. Speaking of wrong.
If John Redcorn is wrong, I don't want to be right. Nah.
Hey, John, what's going on? Bonjour. Wait, we already say hi to him?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. He snuck in a while ago. I didn't notice him. La 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 di da di da ho ka hey ho ka hey.
You want to take a call?
Yeah, sure. I'll take a call. What, on line 2?
On line 2.
All right. Hello, caller. Welcome to the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. You're on the air.
Hello, NANABOOZHOO. It's me, Kermit the Frog.
Well, hey, Kermit. What's going on? Sweetie, it's Kermit.
Well, hi, Kirby. Hello, Natasha. How are you? Doing pretty good.
What can I do for you, Kermit?
Well, I wanted to call in and 2 things. First, just wanted to learn the Ojibwe word of the day.
Well, the Ojibwe word of the day. What is today? Today is Wednesday. Abituse.
Abituse, Wednesday.
Yep.
And I was also wondering if I could get some advice.
Yeah, sure. I give you advice. What's going on? Even though I think he's my elder.
Yeah, I think he is. I'm having some relationship problems.
Oh, you came to the right place. I know everything there is to know about women.
Do you?
Yep. I learned it all from watching you, all right? What can I help you with?
Well, it's Miss Piggy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know how I feel about her.
Well, I know you don't like her, but yeah, you have to understand she has a drinking problem.
Yeah, she's a drunk, and she's abusive, and she's probably a trans, whatever.
No, she's just a pig. But here's my problem. Sometimes when she's not drunk, she'll she wants to get frisky.
Yeah?
And what do you do when the person you love makes your skin crawl?
Makes her skin crawl?
Well, it just crawls when she touches me, but then, when I cringe and try to get away, she gets mad and she starts to hit.
Well, that's because, okay, this is what's going on in your life. Watch this, sweetie. I'm going to fix his life.
Okay.
You're not attracted to her.
No, she's a good person, and we've been together for a long time.
Yeah, you're justifying why you're together, but the reality is, if you can't handle her touching you, that means she grosses you out. And something happened. I guess this happened to Johnny Depp, too.
Really?
Yeah, it was part of that trial we didn't watch. But he couldn't, get busy with Amber Heard anymore because all the abuse. And they were like, yeah, that's common when there's an abusive relationship. The love dies.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on. She's smacked you around too much. She's done damage to your, like your heart. You're not attracted to her anymore. Now you're just with her out of habit. You're afraid to leave because, I don't know, you're addicted to her or something.
Oh, but I love her.
No, you don't.
No, I do. I've been with her for like 25 years or something by now.
If you really loved her, you would have married her by now. You would have had kids with her, and those children would have been, what's that word in the Bible?
Abominations?
Abominations. Little gross half pig, half frog things. Ugh. Yeah, you need to get out of that relationship before it's too late, Kermit.
Well, I guess I'll think about it.
Yeah, think about it. You need a place to stay, you give us a call. You can stay on the couch in the kitchen.
In the kitchen?
I mean the living room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else I can do for you?
How do you say goodbye in Ojibwe?
Well, we don't really say goodbye. We say, Gigawabamin, Minawa. That means, I will see you again.
Gigawabamin, Menawa, Nanaboozhoo. Gigawabamin, Menawa, Kermie. Yeah, you too, Natasha. Okay.
Yeah, see you, buddy. Hang in there. Yeah, it's just like Johnny Depp all over. You can only take so much abuse from a woman before you just can't even find her attractive anymore.
Have you ever liked somebody and then stopped being attracted to them?
Yeah, all the time. Until I met you, every woman I was really attracted to for about a week. And I'd be like, you know what? She ain't all that. She's a lot fatter in real life. Yeah. I remember being a young man and being kind of stuck in a relationship because you just, it's more trouble getting out of a relationship than just putting up with her nonsense. But that's no way to live. Fat, drunk, and stupid are no way to go through life. But I tried my best. Let's see what else is going on down here. Hoka. Hey, John Redcorn says, lots of effing bears. Bears. You think he's talking about the big bear?
Oh, and Benjamin?
I don't know. You guys ever hear of Owen Benjamin? He calls all of his viewers the Bears. And they all have like fun little names for the chat. It's like, oh, I'm Puppet Bear. Oh, I'm Ojibwe Bear. Or whatever. Hey, Nancy Schmancy's back, sweetie.
Well, BOOZHOO, Nancy Schmancy.
What's going on, Nancy? Welcome to our late night show. We're just playing some music, taking some calls, sharing some Ojibwe words. Did you know that Onishka means get up? Onishka. And there was a poem by, I think it was Paul Stanley.
Paul Stanley wrote a poem?
Yep. It was, get up, everybody's going to move their feet. Get down, everybody's going to leave their seat.
That's Detroit Rock City.
Oh, that wasn't a poem?
No, you knew that.
Yeah. Kiss lyrics are poetry to me.
Yeah.
And then there's Gawishimo. Gawishimo. Go to bed. Go to bed already. Bagheera is so weird.
What do you mean?
Our cat, Bagheera, he knows when bedtime is by the sun. And as the season goes by, he starts to cry. He's going to start crying outside the door here any minute because he knows it's getting close to bedtime. And every day he cries a little bit. And I'm such a robot and creature of habit that he knows there's a routine. I go out and I feed him for the last time a little bit. And then I go and I brush my teeth and I shut off the lights and, lock down the house for the night. Go into the bedroom, turn on South Park. and by this time he's done eating and he comes in and curls up with me for, 10 minutes? And he gets up and he goes away. I'm like, what's all that about? It's like, come on, it's time for bed. Let's go to bed. I want to cuddle up and go to bed for 10 minutes. And he leaves me. But that's a cat's life.
It's a cat's life, I guess.
Yeah. Nancy says, long time, school, work, etc. Happy to see your evening shows. Yeah, we need to do more evening shows so we can see our friends like Nancy.
Yeah.
We came on really early this morning. There's a lot of the BOOZHOO crew who get up just early before they go to work. I'm like that too.
What's that?
I like to get up hours before I have to leave the house. Like, I used to work with people who would they show up and their hair would be wet. I'm like, why is your hair wet? Oh, I just got out of the shower. I set the alarm for 7:30 and I'm here at work by 8. And that's with a 10-minute car drive. I'm like, what? Gross. You won't go from unconscious to shower, coffee, toast, whatever, breakfast, if you make breakfast, which they don't, I guess. Just to the car and just roll out and be at work. Still tired. I'm like, man, I've been up for 4 hours. I went for a walk, went grocery shopping, took a shower, shaved. I can't just get up and go. I would have been a terrible fireman.
Really?
Yeah. An alarm would go off and I'd be like, oh, wait, I need my coffee first. I'm not going to fight any fires until I can have my morning poo. You guys got to give me at least half an hour just to make, I'm not going to go jump in a red truck, go racing down. No. That's not how I operate.
Yeah, I think you'd be a terrible fireman.
Yeah. There was a time when I wanted to be a fireman.
Really?
Yeah, when I was a kid. Before I got serious and went, nah. I think I'd be better off being a rock star. Over a short time there, I thought. It was right around that time when I realized that superheroes weren't real.
Yeah.
I was really into superheroes as a kid, reading comic books and that. And I went, well, I don't have any superpowers. How can I be a superhero? I could be Batman. But, that's a lot of weightlifting. So I thought, who's a real hero? firemen. They save lives. They're brave. They slide down a pole just like Batman.
When going to the bat cave.
Yeah. I'll be a fireman. Firemen are real men.
Yeah, they are.
You know. Volunteer firemen. Is there anything more noble than somebody who's volunteers? They do that for free.
Yep.
But no, again, I need my morning routine. So I can't just up. Like I think even if our own house was on fire, I'd still be like, yeah, okay, hang on, let me make some coffee first. Then I'll get a bucket of water. So, anybody else calling in today?
You know what? I thought we did, but now I can't find them.
Yeah, me too. What happened to Swallowed by the Cracks?
Yeah, what happened to Swallowed by the Cracks?
I'm going to pull that up. Because I got a story about that.
Do you?
Well, not really, but I can do an intro to it. Whoops, there it is. Here's a song by Michael and Natasha.
Oh, I think this is David and David. Swallowed by the Cracks.
I once was a dancer, I was young once like you, though I know I don't look it. I jumped high as the sky, had fire in my eyes, and legs like a stallion. And I had a girl and I loved her. My best friend was her brother. We were on top of the mountain that summer, thought we'd never be swallowed by the cracks, falling so far down, like the rest of those clowns begging bus fare back. Swallowed by the cracks, our pride worn down, talking times gone by like everybody else. Swallowed by the cracks, swallowed by the cracks. We'd been swallowed by the cracks.
Swallowed by the cracks.
We'd talk all night about what we could do if we would just get started. I'd choreograph, Eileen she would act, and Stephen was the writer. But then Stevie ran away and got bored. Eileen took a job in a store, while I became this drunken old whore. And we'd been swallowed by the cracks, falling so far down, like the rest of those clowns begging bus fare back. Swallowed by the cracks, our pride worn down, talking times gone by like everybody else. Swallowed by the cracks, swallowed by the cracks. We've been swallowed by the cracks. Ooh, swallowed by the cracks.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
David and David. Nice job.
That was fun.
Hey, you too, Michael. Hey, thanks. Swallowed by the cracks. So, I always like that. I like that whole album. David and David. It was an album that came out in the 80s. And I think that was the big hit. There was also, what was the other one?
Welcome to the Boomtown.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to the Boomtown. And, but it's a story of remembering back and like to a time. In the story, you know, he had a girl and he loved her, and his best friend was her brother, and they had all these ambitions. He was gonna be a choreographer, she was gonna be an actor, the brother was gonna be a writer, and but then something happened. Stevie ran away and got bored, Eileen took a job in a store, and I became a drunken old whore. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I know. But it's all about like kind of, what happens? Sometimes life just swallows up people. You think you're on a path with a bunch of people, and one by one, we get swallowed up by life. You give up. You jump off the path. That's why I've always had such a soft spot for that old Chuck Klosterman.
Yeah.
When I was in college, when Michael was in college, he was friends with another big Kiss fan, Chuck Klosterman, who wanted to be a writer. And Michael wanted to be a cartoonist. And a musician. A rock star cartoonist, actually. Yeah. But they'd, hang around, talk about how cool life would be if they got to do what they really wanted to do. And then as fate would have it, one day, Chuck got an opportunity to talk to Paul Stanley, interview him on the phone, and then he asked Michael to do the illustrations for the story. Michael did all these cartoons of Kiss. And the two of them did a kind of a cool little project together for the newspaper, on Kiss. And then a couple of years later, things started happening for Chuck. He got a book published and a second book. And he started doing tours of his book. And he got a job at like Rolling Stone magazine or one of those. Or was it Spin? One of those major music things. And before we know it, sitting there flipping through VH1 and who's on TV? Chuck Klosterman. And you go, what? That guy did it. He had a dream and he made it come true. And so it was pretty cool. And then eventually, now that we're so successful, huh, Michael? Yeah. I don't know. It's just fun. I've thought about contacting him saying, hey, guess what? We didn't really get swallowed by the cracks. But everybody else in that circle of our friends, one by one, just kind of moved away and got bored. Hey, Surrealist is back, sweetie. Well, BOOZHOO, Surrealist. What's going on? And she says, we are all good over here. Still able to catch some shows after they are recorded. Michael really is a treasure putting out so much content. You hear that, Michael? What? Surrealist thinks you're a treasure. Thank you, Surrealist. A treasure. That's some treasure, Michael Lyons.
Hey, he's special.
Well, yeah, he's special in a way that, he's special. Swallowed by the cracks of pride worn down. Talking times gone by like everybody else. What happened? Talk about the good old days. What else we got here for Ojibwe wise? Mino onagoshin gakina aoya. Good evening, everyone. Today is Ojibwe phrase of the day. Gawishimo. Go to bed. What are you doing with your life? You should be going to bed. The most important, how's that go?
What?
Something about things in your beauty kit and your makeup kit is a good night's sleep.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember.
And then we discussed, what day baga Jesus? Bright leaves moon, September. Next week, it's going to be the bright leaves moon time. Leaves will be changing. It'll be getting dark sooner. Sun will come up later. Maybe they know how seasons work.
Yeah, they might have.
In case you're new to the planet Earth, listen to me.
You're indoctrinated.
In case you're new to the flat Earth, There are 4 seasons. And we're coming up on Dugwagon. Autumn. And that's when the leaves change color. So we call it What Day Bugagizis. The leaves changing moon. And that's all I know about that. Should I talk about medicine wheel?
Yeah.
Mushkiki de Tibicide. So, like Natasha was saying, medicine wheel represents 4s in nature. And one of the things you didn't mention were the 4 stages of life.
Yeah, the 4 stages of life.
In life, there are 4 stages. First, you're born. Actually, you know what? First, you're conceived.
Yeah, you better count the unborn baby.
Yeah. The first section is conception to... How old are you, Abinugians?
I'd say until you're 4 or 5.
The first section is only 4 or 5 years?
Yep.
So you go from being a zygote, a fetus, to a little kid. By the time you start kindergarten, you're done with that first section of life. And I heard people don't give little babies enough credit.
What do you mean?
Babies are smart,
No, they're not. They can't even talk.
but they learn a language. They do learn to talk eventually. Like, you know, I think I was 7 or 8 before I learned. But kids learn how to walk, talk, chew, eat, swim. They learn a lot of stuff in those first 4 years. They learn more in the first 4 or 5 years than they learn the rest of their life. But learn how to dance.
Yeah.
So that's the first section. Then there's the section. This is the being a kid version. So now you're in school. This is the school years. When you're a young person, you're not a baby, but you're not an elder. Not an elder even. You're not even a grown up. Some people will say the second section of life ends when you become a woman or a man. And I get that when it comes to ladies.
Yeah.
You know, women do change at 12 or 13. You know, they start their moon. And in a way, that's it. You know, once you can make babies, you're no longer a kid. But when it comes to guys, it's so tough. They say a man is made. No, a man is built. How does that work? Women just become women naturally. God makes a girl, turns her into a woman. But a dude has to build. A guy can stay a boy for many, many years, even as his body gets old. It's more subtle. But there comes a point when a man, maybe when you have your first kid, when there's certain rites of passage. That's what it is. Men have to go through a rite of passage. They got to go kill their first buffalo or something. And then you get into their third stage. Now, this is the adult age. Traditionally, we're kind of talking, really, even though not all people act like adults. I would say by the time you're 20, for sure you're a grown-up. Go ahead, have a beer, have a gun, get married. You can do anything that any grown-up can do by 20.
Even drink?
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, we got to quit treating college kids like they're children.
Yeah.
If you can go into debt for college, you're a grown-up. But then the final stage is being an elder. A Gitche, a Anishinaabe. A great person. Great human being. An elder is I mean, it's dumb because, the tribe will be like, oh, you got to be 60 to be an elder. You got to be 55 or whatever it is. They'll come up with an age. But I think an elder is kind of like becoming an adult. Where, again, lots of women just naturally become elders when they become grandmothers. They just magically transform. They take on the responsibility. They somehow glean wisdom. Just, I think Gitche Manadu just does it to women. But guys, we become an elder when I quit drinking. When you give up your childhood dreams. But there is something that happens after 40. For some guys, when they become grandparents and they take that role, or when your children become adults, you'll find yourself becoming an elder because you have adult children. But I've heard it said, and I think this is not the Indian way, but I've heard people say, yeah, there's elders and there's old people. Some old people don't deserve respect. I'm like, nope. Elders all deserve respect. And they're all sacred in that way, even the dumb ones. Because they're survivors. Just by being able to still be alive after so many moons.
Yeah.
As an Indian would say. So 4 stages of life. Baby, kid, adult, and elder. Tomorrow we will discuss the 4 genders.
I thought there were 2 genders.
No, there's 2 spirits.
Get out of here.
No, I'm just kidding. And this has been the Mushkiki de Tibesade. Medicine wheel. What do you think, sweetie?
Should we call it a show? Go to bed?
Yeah. Might be time to... How do you say that? Gwawishimo. It's time to... Gwawishimo. Can I go to bed? We have to Onishka just early tomorrow.
We're going to do a morning show?
You better believe it, baby.
Okay.
Tune in tomorrow morning, bright and early. I'm old. I'm an elder now. I don't need much sleep. For our morning live stream. And, I don't know. You want to add anything?
No, that's pretty good.
Miigwech Gabizandawiyeg. Thank you for listening. Dash Miigwech Ganawabieg. And thank you for watching BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. The podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I'm Nanaboozhoo. This is, what's your name again?
Oh, get out of here.
This is Natasha.
Miigwech. See you tomorrow. Kikawamin, Minawa.
Over here is Michael Lyons. Hey, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. And I will see you again. Gi Gawabamin Minawa. And that's all I have to say.
Well, good for you.
Good for you. See you tomorrow.